Hi, and welcome back to the Pucking Rights podcast. We're on episode 8 now. You should know who we are, but if you don't, there's always that link on our YouTube video that you can watch. I mention it at the start of every podcast. Anyways, we're your hosts, and this week was another pretty crazy week in hockey. Things are starting to finally pick back up because dev camps are going on, and then we have prospect tourneys coming up soon. So what do you guys think about, what's been going on? Because we have stuff to talk about. What's your general consensus?
It's not boring anymore.
Oh my god. There was 2 weeks in August where it was the most boring it had ever been.
No.
Not getting anything.
Literally us having to figure out what to say and what to do. Two entire episodes. And not to mention we weren't getting any content from anyone in particular at the time. So there was literally nothing to talk about. But we finally do have stuff to talk about. So let's get ELC talk over with, because a couple guys signed their ELCs. So we have Zach Bolduc. Oh my god, I didn't write who signed these. I think he's the Nashville first rounder.
I think he's with Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's with Nashville. And then Lambos ELC with the Wild. And then Gunther ELC with
the
Coyotes. Yeah. And so congrats to them. They're probably all of them will end up going back to their junior teams.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen some reports from Arizona saying Gunther might start the season with them. So I'm not really sure what's going on there.
It's the Coyotes, I mean.
Just put Dylan Gunther in the box of prospects that the Arizona Coyotes have ruined within the last half-decade, next to Barrett Hayton, Dylan Strome, and the other guy. I can't remember his name because he's so irrelevant. But Max Domi. That's two.
Oh, don't remind me of the Barrett Hayton thing. That hurt.
But yeah, it does kind of hurt, doesn't it? You're the captain of the World Juniors team, and you can't even make an NHL roster. We're not gonna speak about that, but seems like Lambos is gonna start. He's gonna go to camp with the Wild, but then he's gonna, I think, start on the ice and the Winnipeg Ice, and then Bolduc is most definitely going to start in the Q.
Yeah. Because
Nashville's kind of they don't really care. Okay. Moving on to some other contracts that got signed. Andrei Svechnikov, Ari, thy beloved, signs for 8 years, $7.75 million. And he's the first major RFA, major forward RFA that we've seen sign, without having to go to arbitration. Which is really interesting because that kind of sets the market for non-arbitration RFAs in general. So I guess a major name in that category as well is Bradykitchuk, who still
doesn't have a contract.
As of this recording, has not signed. And so I probably expect him to get something around that. Yeah. If we're talking long term, depending on what Melnyk, the Sens' horrible owner, wants out of him, he might get a bridge deal, but I think long term is what they're kind of looking at right now, and it should come in around that ballpark because I know we saw Sean Couturier of the Flyers, who's older obviously, but he also got that same number with the Flyers, so that's kind of the market value right now, which is fine. That's a fine extension for Tkachuk.
Yeah.
In other words, Ryan Poehling signs with the Habs for 2 years, so a bridge. I think it's just over a $1 million, $2 million-ish contract, small. That's totally fine. He just came off his ELC. And he hasn't really shown. I don't want to say he hasn't shown greatness, but he hasn't shown to be a permanent staple in their lineup.
Yeah.
So that kind of contract makes sense for him. I actually put this lower in the show notes, but we can talk about it now. Since we're on the subject of the Habs. Yes, very Kotkaniemi. That guy. You don't know him? And another RFA that doesn't have arbitration rights. He got offer sheeted, and it's so petty. It's like the pettiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I think the contract offer from the Canes. So he got offer sheeted by the Canes. I think the contract offer was $6.1 million, but then there was like $15 at the end for no reason.
It's a $20 signing bonus because Aho's number is 20.
Because the Canes are petty. Canes are petty, y'all.
You know what? See, it's fine though because the Habs aren't gonna match it, and then the Canes are gonna end up paying him $6 million for the rest of the year, and they won't be able to sign a good goalie or a good defenseman, and then they'll be screwed.
Yeah, and also next year, since he's still an RFA, they have to qualify him at that number, and they don't have the cap space to qualify him at that number. So that means he's gonna go to UFA. So whoever ends up getting KK next year is going to be... Wow, they're going to be...
The Habs don't really have the money to sign him, especially not with Suzuki contract being up next year.
Yeah. I mean, apparently Drouin's back.
Yeah.
And feeling good. But, also, like, they're trying him at center. Again.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. The 100th time in the past however many years he's been here.
I've seen this happen so many times, and no, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm happy he's back, and I'm happy he's, willing to actually play for the team and willing to play center, but, please no. Please don't do it.
We've seen this film before, and we didn't like the end. Yeah. Other than that, the KK offer sheet, really petty. They have until the 4th to match it. They won't. No. There were rumors today that they're already shopping the picks for Christian Dvorak for some reason.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Which, I don't know about that. I mean, that kind of moves into, something else. I mean, okay. Conspiracy time. If they get Christian Dvorak, I think it would have been 2014-15. No, sorry. It would have been the 2013-14 year. Because Jack Eichel is, yeah. Okay, because Jack Eichel has a late birthday. Okay. Basically, he was on that American team with Jack Eichel.
Oh, God.
And Jack Eichel just switched agents to Pat Brisson.
Hey! Love that guy.
We love that. But there goes the trade to Vegas. Because no way is Pat Brisson sending his son to the hellhole that is Buffalo. So R.I.P. Briss for Eichel. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Other than that, and apparently he's in Montreal for BioSteel Camp.
I mean, he is in
Montreal. Ever attended BioSteel Camp in his life.
I mean, he did switch agents, so it might be that. I don't know, honestly.
It's really weird. Because we know Jack doesn't like Connor McDavid very much. And Connor McDavid goes to BioSteel Camp every year. And that's why Jack doesn't go to BioSteel Camp. Or has not, because he's American. And the Americans don't go to BioSteel Camp, because it's a Canadian camp. But for some reason, during COVID, he decided, I'm going to pack up all my sticks, all my stuff. And I'm going to go to Montreal.
Whoa.
For no reason. For no reason other than to go to BioSteel Camp, when he could have gone to Bauer Camp, when he could have gone to Pep Camp. In America. That's a bit sus, Jack.
Montreal, don't do it. Please don't do it.
Oh, please do. I would love Caulfield and Dylan Cozens on the same line. Or a Cozens Suzuki, like 1-2 for centers. It'd be beautiful.
No. You guys can have Caden?
Oh, I don't want Caden.
Well, you guys can have Caden.
I don't want Caden.
Well, y'all can have him because you guys aren't taking anyone else.
It's not a knock on Caden. I would like Caden, but Caden isn't enough.
Caden and like some random, just a handful of AHL guys, and then like a couple of draft picks, and we keep just stay away.
I want Suzuki and Cozens on the same team. It would be nice. It'd be fun. Or Cole. I can edit him into my header. It'd be beautiful. I don't know because Dylan Cozens and Nick from Wrong Suzuki, they're friends.
I mean, yeah, but like
he's friends with both of them.
Yeah.
So,
but no.
So it could work. It could work.
No.
It could work out.
No.
It could.
No.
It could.
Unless Mark Bergevin wants to get thrown into the St. Lawrence River, he's not trading Suzuki or Caulfield. It's not happening.
But he might. That LTIR relief is looking real good right now.
It's not happening.
Because Eichel's getting surgery. He's finally getting surgery.
Yes.
He's expected to be back in December. But that's 10 or 11 million that a team can put on LTIR for the first kind of 6 months of the season. As soon as I heard LTIR, I thought of Tampa, and then I almost threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, the Habs could build a Tampa.
If that happens, no. I don't want to watch this team repeat. I don't want to do it.
It's not happening. I refuse to let it happen. It's not happening.
It's not happening, like, at all. Like, it does not need to happen. Or if it does, trade us like Steven Stamkos or something. They gotta trade someone to make Eichel fit eventually. Even if he's on LTIR.
Wasn't there that rumor about the Sens possibly getting Eichel or something?
Yeah, that too.
That's
lots of Eichel talk within the past week. Because he went to Buffalo and switched agents to Brisson. I think the Sens' current offer is what's being reported. I think it's Brandstrom, in the conversation. It was Brandstrom, White, a first, and someone else, like a low-end prospect.
It was, what's his name? He's at World Junior Camp. He has those pretty cheekbones.
Greg. That's his name.
Yeah.
Ridley Greg?
Yeah, him.
Yeah. Their first rounder from 2020. No.
I think.
It wouldn't have been their first rounder from.
No. I don't.
No. He was the first rounder.
Yeah.
He was their late first rounder. It was Stützle, Sanderson, and then Greg, like, kind of near the end. Yeah. But, like,
also,
I don't know how plausible that is, really. Like, the Sens aren't looking to trade anything, and I would want either Pinto, Bernard Docker, Sanderson.
No. Pinto, Bernard Docker, and Sanderson are the three guys that are completely, utterly off limits. No.
But, so then you're not getting Eichel. That's it.
Well, I don't want Eichel on the Sens, so it's fine.
Yeah. Ducks have also been reported, because, Pat Brisson, he represents Trevor.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. He represents Trevor. He represents Max Jones, Jacob Perreault, and, oh my god, who's the other guy?
I think it's Cam Fowler.
Yeah, Cam
Fowler. Am I
wrong?
Yeah,
you're right. Wow, look at Ari remembering all the Ducks agents. Yeah, so that literally right there looks like an Eichel package.
Yeah.
Like, just of his literal, like, his clients.
He represents so many people. It's not even funny.
No, I've said this before. He represents, like, half the league. Yes. Like, he represents, or at least a third.
Yeah, and then you also have all of, like, the college guys that he technically doesn't represent, but, like, basically represents. But, like, he says he doesn't represent them because, like, they're not really allowed to have agents in the NCAA, but he basically represents them. Yeah, you have all of those guys as well. So.
Yeah. And, like, okay, so him and his, his business partner, their name is J.P. Barry, his name?
I think so.
His name is J.P. Barry? Yeah. So they literally represent, like, 2/3 of the league. So it's Brisson representing, like, all the big contracts. Crosby is there. Taves is there.
Kane.
Kane. Tavares. Who else? Giroux is there. McKinnon is there. Like, you can go on and on and on with his clients. And then J.P. Barry, like, represents a bunch of other people, like Jamie Benn, or formerly represented Jamie Benn, Tyson Barrie, like, a bunch of, like, big name contracts. And then there's Wasterman Hockey that represents everyone from Toronto.
Not everyone. There are, like... No, everyone.
Everyone. I don't even know who Shane's agent is, but I can bet you, like, $50 it's probably Wasterman Hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they represent Jamie, they represent Connor, they represent Austin, they represent Quinton. Like, it's insane how many people from Toronto they represent. Yeah. It's, like, actually kind of crazy. But, yeah, like... so Jack Eichel has now new trade prospects, I guess, because he obviously to Montreal and then obviously to the Ducks. Makes sense. I know I heard Calgary, because him and Noah Hannafin, they're close.
Yeah, they went to college together.
No, they didn't go to college
No,
together.
They went to rival colleges. They went to rival colleges. But they were in the same city, BUBC.
They were in the same city, and they played in the NTDP together.
Yeah.
And Hannafin's agent is Brisson, like pre-Eichel. So the theory is there for, like, Flames fans is that Hannafin has convinced Eichel to switch agents, and so now he's going to come to Calgary. Which, I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah. But also to the Flame fans, have you ever considered that maybe he switched agents because Pat Brisson is just, like, good at his job?
That sounds so good. Like, it's insane how good he is at his job.
Oh, the U.S. just scored.
Sorry?
The United States of America just scored.
No, absolutely not.
But they did.
But Canada, if you go down 2-0, listen. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Anyways, back to Eichel. Ignoring this intermission that never happened because
the U.S. we're just going to ignore that.
We're going to ignore that. That didn't happen. Those jerseys aren't cursed at all. Yeah, so Eichel, if the Sabres traded Eichel to the Flames, we'd likely see Pelletier and Zari in the package back. Sean Monahan and maybe, like, a first or something.
You can update your header on...
I can literally update my header. I would love to see it. Pelletier and Zari. Oh, it'd be beautiful. Jack Quinn just punching air in the background. Like, why am I not included? But...
Sorry, Jack.
Sorry, Jack.
I only
hate you a little.
Yeah, I mean, I only knew who he was like, pre-World Junior, I only knew who he was because he played for the 67s and, you know, Ottawa. Like, that's, other than that, he's kind of irrelevant in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. In terms of other Sabres news, they have their Prospects Challenge going on from the 17th to the 19th, and so that challenge, I think, mainly has people from New Jersey. Like, in the past years, they've had Devils players go, they've had Bruins, and I think one other team.
It'll be fun.
I don't remember who.
That'll be
fun. Someone. Yeah, in that general area. I don't know if New Jersey's going to go this year, because I think they're going to the Traverse City one.
Yeah. They're going to another one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's happening. They're all kind of happening at around the same time, from like the 16th, 17th of September to like the 19th or the 20th, kind of over that weekend. I think it's a weekend at least. Yeah. So that's happening. In terms of other dev camp news, Alex Turcotte. Child.
Oh,
He was at dev camp day 1, did an interview, said that he wasn't feeling so great, and that's why he got off the ice. Then this kid has to go get appendix surgery.
He can't catch a break. This guy is always either injured or sick, or
it's just awful. Like, honestly, I feel so bad for him because he's like older now, right? He's like 5th overall pick. Like, all of his peers have kind of made it into the NHL. Like, even like Dylan and Trevor picked lower than him. They're in the NHL now.
He can't catch a break. And it's also because he plays center and he's with like the Kings and Quinton's ahead of him.
I think he's getting a really kind of rough time.
Yeah.
Because he was just kind of picked so high.
Yeah.
When like really no one kind of expected him to go that high. Like everyone thought like, okay, maybe Chicago. Like if Chicago like didn't draft off, like maybe they take him. But like he was expected to go kind of like after top 5. From what I remember, like he wasn't expected to be.
I think he was like projected in the top 5, but wasn't like.
It wasn't. Yeah, the rankings that year were like weird because everyone was kind of so close.
Yeah.
But I remember like all the Sportsnet interviews being like, "Oh yeah, Doc and Cozens, like that's the rivalry we're playing here." Even
but
though
then
like,
also
best
like
friends.
all of the American channels were all like, Alex Turcotte is from Chicago. And the Hawks like drafting hometown players, and then the Hawks like have him featured a lot in like their
prospect series.
Yeah. So then everybody's like, oh, wonder why that happened. And then
no, it just ended up being Kirby. They didn't even show him once in their
Yeah, I know. It's like he doesn't show
something.
once, and then the day of the draft, everybody's like, oh, the Hawks might be taking Doc. And I was like, what the fuck? What? Huh?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
But I honestly think, like, he was taken at 5 mainly because, like, the Hawks just didn't take him at 3. Because everyone kind of knew 1, 2. And then 3 was kind of where it was like, oh, well, that's kind of where who's going to be, like, and so everyone thought it was going to be Turks. But then it wasn't, and being Doc. And then like Bowen went. Yeah. And then at 5, I guess LA just looked at their options and they were like, we don't like Dylan Cozens as much as everyone else likes him. So it's odd that he kind of went there because it's so weird because like I don't know, it fits him, but like also it's kind of I honestly on that day I expected him to fall past 5. If Chicago didn't take him, I expected him like kind of lower.
I think it's especially weird now because now the Kings also have Byfield, so then it's like now he's not like their number 1 center prospect anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And like go Quinton, we love him. Yeah. But like Turks.
And then also he probably should have spent another year of college. Like not gonna lie, he definitely should have spent another year at Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think so. I honestly don't know why he decided to go pro and
Me neither. It was really unexpected. And I think it's because basically Wisconsin finished last his freshman year. And I guess like he didn't really expect them to be good and he was like, okay, well I can go and sign with the Kings and get like some experience. But like he definitely should have stayed another year.
Yeah, because I always found it weird that he just one day like suddenly like popped up in like California, like I'm here.
Yeah.
Like it didn't make sense to me at all, and Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just didn't want to commit to a career. Because I know I think he was undecided first year, probably.
That could also be it.
And then he's like,
I don't want to do school anymore.
I really don't want to take more classes.
Yeah, but this was also weird because after that season, we were like, I'd like looking at the Wisconsin roster, it's like, okay, Caulfield might sign, Keandre Miller might sign, but everyone else is probably gonna stay, right? Like that was my thought after that season, and then it was like, actually, Turks.
Cole isn't signing.
But Alex is gonna sign. Huh?
Like, okay.
Okay, then.
I kind of get why Cole didn't sign, though.
Yeah.
He wanted to play with his brother, and then the team was better this year, because him and Holloway just decided that they were gonna light it up.
As they should. It was a fun season. It was very fun.
Yeah,
the best part was that, because Caulfield and Holloway don't play on the same line, and it's the NCAA, right? So most teams only have, like, really one top pairing. So it's like, you can shut down Caulfield, but then
there's Holloway.
There's Holloway.
And then imagine if Turks was around, too, right? Because
that's what I
Turks
think,
was the center. They could have gone 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah, I think about that. No, Caulfield plays wing.
Oh, okay.
But I think about that every single day. I'm just like, if Alex hadn't signed, they very much could have won the Big Ten championship, and they probably would have at least made it to the regional finals. But Alex is like, nope.
I'm just going to go to California and then be injured for like half a season because of some random World Juniors injury and just not.
I think everybody got injured at World Juniors, though.
Definitely. But he got injured in his first game and then posted back-to-back shutouts in the playoff round.
Yeah, and afterwards he was just casually like, oh yeah, I like broke my ribs. Just so casually.
The first game, too. Yo, is that why they had to put Garand in? Because I was watching that game back, and I forgot, I genuinely forgot that the last period of that Germany game, they didn't have Levi in there.
Yeah.
And everyone just thought, oh, it's just a goalie switch because they want, experience in their goalies. Because,
just in case.
No one has played in a long time. And, they just want to test out, see who's going to be, good for the tournament. But now thinking about it, I'm like, oh.
What?
Might have actually been a little bit injured there, Yeah. And then he played the next day on his birthday.
Imagine having broken ribs on your birthday,
Man, that sucks. But who knows, he got a silver medal out of it. Yeah, no, anyways, let's not rehash. What's our trauma? Yes?
You know what? The U.S. just scored again. 2-0.
Team Canada, I'm begging you to never use those Heritage Classic jerseys ever again in a gold medal game. How do you not see how bad it's going for you?
And it was the same person as the first time! I hate this!
No! That didn't happen. We didn't talk about anything. We just rehashed our World Juniors drama. That's it. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
I love how they scored while we were rehashing said World Junior trauma.
Love that. We never again don't ever use those heritage jerseys in a gold medal game ever again.
Just don't wear them against the U.S. Let's just not wear them against the U.S.
That's literally it. That's the only thing you have to do.
They work on every other team, but we come to the U.S. and it's just, they're like, no.
I'm telling you, those jerseys are cursed. I hate it. Anyways, though, let's get back on track and not talk about any of that. Because I don't need to feel more traumatized than I already am. So Dylan Cozens, the Suzuki brothers, and Jamie Drysdale did a thing.
There's also someone else there. But
Jacob Bryson and Jordan Kyrou, but
yeah, but they're not important.
They're not important. They did a thing. They went to a Blue Jays game. I live half an hour away from the Blue Jays stadium, and I am mentally. I'm not okay.
Nice. I live 6 hours away from the Blue Jays stadium.
Ari, are you gonna calculate how many hours you live?
I live like 30 plus hours away. I don't know. It's probably like
a couple days.
Hours.
A couple days away.
I'll search it up.
Couple days away.
Maybe I think it would be like what, like a 8-hour plane ride, 8 or so hours.
Yeah, if you put them all together, I don't know. I honestly don't know how much it is
because
I've never flown.
Toronto to Vancouver is 6, and I'm assuming Toronto to...
Yeah, and then you got the time difference, too.
Yeah.
Right, Yeah, but... Anyways, yeah, they did a thing. It kind of hurt me, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it, but
we don't need to talk about it.
There are some suspicious things happening right now.
We don't need to talk about it.
We don't need to talk about it, but we also
got double the amount of votes on thingy than we usually do. And
yeah. On The Bachelorette this week, and we know it was the final week, but
we didn't promote it.
We have some suspicions. We didn't promote it.
We posted it once, and then...
Yeah, then nothing else after that. We had 6 votes on the Thursday, and I was like, oh, I'll just promote it on the Monday, but then I was out all day, and so I was like, oh man, we probably only have 6 votes. When I checked it, who sent it to a group chat? I just want to know.
Which one of you was it?
That's the real question.
Who was it?
Real question.
From 6 to 32.
In I don't know. It was a couple of days. I checked on Thursday, but
Who was it? Who are you? And if you play Elite Hockey, please leave.
Oh God.
Please don't be sending this stuff into the group chat.
Please. Please. Please stop. Please stop. I guess then I was going to give our Bachelorette update at the end, but we'll give it now since we're kind of talking about it. Thank you to everyone who voted on the Bachelorette this entire time. It was a really fun experience. And yeah, I thought that it was a really fun thing to do. Thank you to Ari for all your amazing edits.
10 out of 10.
Love them.
10 out of 10 edits.
Yeah, and yeah, so the result I've pulled, we have the winners of each of our selection of men. I'll start with Ari. Ari, your winner was Ryan Suzuki.
Hey! As it should be. As it should be.
All the Zooks stands came out.
Yeah.
And
they really
he wasn't getting enough
support.
Yeah, they really came at you. Yeah, he got most of the votes. I think it was 85+% of the votes. Me, my men, look. Whoever wants me to slide into Connor Bedard's DMs, I like to talk, okay? I live halfway across the country from him. Why people think that should I? I'm older than him, and hockeys do like older women, but also, who out of 32 of you, 28 of you voted for me with Connor? Which ones? Who sent it to the group chat? And that happened. So, y'all really shipping me with a 16-year-old. You do realize. But anyways, yeah, hope I'm not gonna slide into his DMs like you want. Like you all want, apparently. But yeah, he's the winner over Brant Clark. And Who else was in my final? Cole and who else? Who else was there?
Was it Suzuki?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Because he was in all of ours.
Yeah.
But somehow Ryan Suzuki, the Zook stands did not come out to play for me. They just didn't. Instead, the 28 people who thought I should be with Connor Bedard. I like Connor. But also, why? Why do you think he's about as boring as a doormat? I don't get it. But, that might just be me. Comment if you want me to slide into his DMs, but I'm not gonna do it. Probably. Maybe not. Maybe?
Don't do it.
No. Yes? No. I don't want to be known.
No.
I do have Toronto in my bio. Just saying. Okay. Other than that, for Kat, her winner was pretty obvious. Ken Johnson, everyone voted for him. Literally, it was everyone, and there was one vote.
I wonder why.
So salty right now about the Karma Dart thing. I can't even. Y'all could have Cole? Zooks?
Cole Perfetti.
Yeah, I'll give him Perfetti, yeah. Oh, I guess we have to specify. I said the other day in the group chat, Cole Perfetti, Cole Caulfield for Kat, and then Cole Sillinger for Ari.
You already know.
Yeah. Anyways, though, Kat's winner is totally not at all a surprise because we all knew that Kat would probably win. I don't know why she protected him in the second round when she could have protected Brant or something.
I don't trust the people.
You don't trust the people that all voted for you to be with Kat.
I don't trust them
Honestly,
enough.
I didn't think Kat was gonna make it.
Me neither.
You think not a lot of people know him?
Yeah,
well, everyone knows him now because of Kat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like people just associate me with him now.
I don't want to be associated with Jamie at this moment. I'm gonna flat out say it because I'm nervous. There are things happening. Sus things. Very, very sus things that I don't like. And on that topic is Simmer doing some sus things. He's been liking a lot of their posts lately about coming back and training camp. And I know that could just be him supporting his boys on the team. But also, he hasn't liked a post of theirs in a very, 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 very long time. And so I just want to know what's making him come out of his Instagram hidey hole and suddenly liking all their posts. All I'm going to say is I manifest a lot of Jamie shit on this show and in general. And the Jamie the Junior narrative would be it would be so beautiful. It would be so beautiful if it actually happened. He could captain the World Juniors team, go on a revenge tour with Fetz and Caden. It'd be the most beautiful thing ever. I would love it so much. If all I'm gonna say is that I would like for it to happen. And I'm manifesting for it to happen. And if it happens, we will know for sure that something is happening on the online.
You heard it here first.
We could also be clowning like we did with Brad.
No. we could also be clowning. Like, we really, really thought him taking Barry out of his bio meant something.
Q. It's the One Direction fans inside of us. That's what it is.
Yeah, and, no, it's the One Direction to hockey pipeline, guys.
Yeah.
Except for Ari. She didn't like One Direction.
Yeah.
I went from the OBX to hockey pipeline.
Love that. But, I'm just gonna say that, like, if Vancouver had kept their pick that day, it could have happened. It could have, because LA was shopping their pick. LA was shopping 8. And so if they had shopped 8, and I don't know, whoever ended up getting that pick got, like, Dylan Gunther, because he was still there. Vancouver would have taken Johnson.
No, Johnson had already been taken at that point.
But the Columbus Blue Jackets could have chosen someone else, okay? It's because Vancouver messed everyone up.
Yeah. Oh. The things I would do to have gotten Kent to Vancouver.
And Brant to Ottawa. Oh, it would have been so beautiful.
Would have loved that.
Would have loved it. But, Vancouver traded their pick, and Brant's in LA now, which is fine. Because, we'll get... we were saying that we were going to get him, Turks, and Quentin content,
and then we didn't.
I have seen none of it. Is it because Brant is still too scared to talk to Quentin?
No, that can't be it. No. They're both from Toronto.
I think he is. Because, okay, from the things that we've seen from Brant and from the LA media in, like, general, for Dev Camp, he's been hanging out with Jordan Spence and Francesco Pinelli. Which is fine. That's great. That's perfect. No Quentin mention anywhere. They didn't go to Manhattan Beach together. They didn't do anything.
You know
they
what
didn't go to any of the beaches together.
It's because Quentin already has his own friend, and it's like, it's like
Which friends? Which friends at Dev Camp? That's my question.
I don't know. The people he was at the people he played together with the Rain friends. But like,
I don't know.
See, Jordan Spence wasn't on right.
Jordan Spence is a real one. Jordan Spence, I love him. He's so great.
He's amazing.
Oh, you know who Quentin's hanging out with? Aiden.
Aiden.
Dudas?
Aiden Dudas. Yeah.
Dudas, yeah.
Yeah.
From World Juniors 2020.
Yeah.
And they're golfing at Trump's. I mean, of course. Because of course they are.
They're hockey players. What else did you expect?
What else did we expect? Not in the show notes, but imperative to this conversation. Every day, I wake up and remember that Brendan Brassard and Josh Rich and Adam Fantilli and Johnny Orlando are best friends.
Okay.
And then I want to go back to
Here's the thing, though. Here's the difference. Josh Richards and Brendan Brassard are only friends because they are famous. Because otherwise they wouldn't have met. Johnny Orlando and Adam Fantilli would have been friends either way.
But now this creates, like, options. You realize this creates, like, options for the mind?
Yeah.
Shane Wright. Adam Fantilli. Friends. Shane Wright. Johnny Orlando. Friends? Question mark? Brant Clark. Johnny Orlando. Friends? Question mark?
Yeah, it's funny. It was on, I remember when
there are a lot of questions.
I remember when I first saw that, and I have a couple of friends that are, like, really big, like, Johnny Orlando stands, and I sent the pictures to them, and they were just like, what the fuck? Johnny? What? What are you doing there?
No, but Johnny do be serving cottage looks.
Yeah.
On Adam's Instagram.
Yeah.
Man, all the cottage boys. Jamie Drysdale. Johnny Orlando, friends? Question mark?
I don't think. I mean, even they're probably just like acquaintances. But like,
I have so many questions. Why is Toronto like small? Why is it tiny? Owen Power, Shane Wright, best friends.
Shut up.
Doesn't make sense.
Don't talk about
it. Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't.
Jamie Drysdale, Owen Power, former teammates. Oh, teammates. Probably at some prospect.
Probably.
Former rivals. That's what I meant. Brant Clark, Luke Hughes, friends.
That doesn't make sense to me because Brant is from Ottawa. He's from Ottawa. What is he doing with the Hughes? It doesn't make sense to me.
Who knows? Jack Hughes, Jamie Drysdale, friends?
But like Brant is from Nepean, Ontario. Nobody knows where Nepean, Ontario is. Just like how nobody knows why. No, he shouldn't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, it's not okay that all of them are friends. All of them are friends, and it doesn't make sense. And we just can't. This can't happen again. We can't. Owen Power, Shane Wright being friends? Nah, doesn't make sense.
You know what it is for me? Jacob Bernard-Docker and Jamie Drysdale are friends.
No.
That's a thing.
No.
The World Juniors.
Absolutely not.
The World Juniors made it a thing.
And Ty Smith. Ty Smith is friends with everyone.
Oh my
Brendan
god.
Gallagher, Bowen Byram, Jack Hughes. No thanks. Okay, but low key, good narrative. Kirby Doc and Trevor I almost said Trevor Drysdale. No, that's not what I mean. Trevor Zegras met when they were like 9 at the Brick Invitation.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on the Brick Invitation.
The Brick Invitational ruins.
No.
It's like,
go to Elite Prospects and like in the search bar, search 2011 Brick Invitational, and like there'll be a list of teams, and go and look at the people on those teams because
I know Peyton Krebs was there.
You had Peyton, you had Kirby, you had Matt Boldy, you had Henry Thrawn, you had Spencer Knight was there, Alex Turcotte and Cole Caulfield were there on the same team.
Nah. No. Does not make sense. Should not be a thing.
I at one point had I had a document with just like me trying to figure out who knew who.
Everyone knows everyone. Like, the world is so small.
We're all connected somehow.
They're all connected, and it hurts.
Henry Thrawn, Matt Boldy, Alex Turcotte, Cole Caulfield, Cam York were there. And then listen to this. Spencer Knight, Marsha Warren, Dom Fensori, John Farinacci, Danny Waite, and Trevor Zegras were all on the same team. And then Kirby was there, Peyton was there, Jack Hughes was there, Phil Tomasino was there, Alex Newhook was there, Kaden Korsak was there, Jacob Peltier was there.
How did Jacob just show up from Quebec?
He was on the Montreal Ice Storm with Samuel Pinay.
Oh my god, Johnston was there? Wyatt Johnston?
Yeah.
God. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Barzal was there? This must be a different match.
Yeah, that's a different year. But
okay. Good. Because I was... No? Okay, no, sorry. This is like all-time totals. Okay, yeah. All-time totals. Okay.
But if you just go through like the specific years and just look at who's like on those lists, it's not funny. Oh,
I'm trying to look. How do I do it? I don't know. I'll look it up later.
My favorite thing is... Wait.
I'll figure it out later. Not important. This wasn't even in the show notes.
But no, my favorite thing is Jack Hughes and this one guy being on the same team, and then now both of them being with the Devils.
Graham Clark?
Jack Hughes and
Graham Clark. They were on the same team.
Yeah. And this other guy as well. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's also with the Devils now. And he and Jack were on the same team at the Brick Tournament. And that messes with my brain.
No, not cool. I want to know what the next year looks like. Because I think Fetz and Jamie were on that Brick team together.
Yeah. I looked at the next year. I don't have it written down, though. But, like...
And Quentin just being like, hi. Somehow Quentin made it into that friendship.
He just weasels his way into it.
Waltzes his way like, hi, I'm here.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm from Newmarket. Like, because Fetz and Jamie knew each other from GTHL stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, they played summer hockey together. Spring hockey. And then Quentin just inserted himself into that spring hockey team. Yeah. Man. GTA is small.
So
GTA is small.
It's the GTHL.
Okay, now, when you think about it, okay, next year, Anna Fantilli is going to go to the University of Michigan.
2 years.
He's going to become friends with Brendan Brisson. Granted that
he probably is already friends with him. They're probably already friends.
And then Adam's going to become friends with Josh Richards. And then somehow,
Adam and Brendan probably already know each other.
Nah.
Brendan
needs to stop being famous. Let's be real.
No, you go through Brendan's tag posts and it's all of these like Josh Richards fan cams. And it's like, no thank you.
No wonder he likes his own fan cam.
We don't talk about that.
That's why I said it quietly. No. Who made that? We don't know. We don't know. No idea. Anyways, kind of wrapping it up. We didn't talk about the Olympic qualifying tournament because it kind of started like midweek after our pod last week. But Denmark, Latvia, and Slovakia are going to the Olympics this upcoming year. And then, and then the new Olympic groups are now set. And we've been told by sources on Twitter that the NHL is going to announce soon that they're really close to announcing that NHL players can go.
I think they said the end of this week.
Yeah, and I think Hockey Canada did a super secret camp.
Yeah. I think Hockey Canada is definitely betting that and NHL players are going to go. Because
I definitely think they did like a super secret camp.
Yeah.
Because why would Nathan McKinnon and Sidney Crosby be wearing Hockey Canada jerseys
like
next to a Tim Hortons? Other than like filming their commercials. But like,
yeah.
Why Hockey Canada jerseys specifically? And why the C for Sid? It's sus. It's super sus. And I know for a fact that when Sid went to the not the jerseys that he wore with Hockey Canada, because the new Hockey Canada jerseys, those ones that they wear now, the red ones, weren't created until 2016, and I think he went in 2014.
Yeah, he was in 2014.
So that's sus. That's sus. I almost guarantee you that they did a super secret camp.
Yeah.
Just somehow they did it. They did it without anyone knowing. Anyways, yeah, the new groups are set. So Group A for the Olympics is Canada, the United States, Germany, and China. China having a place because they're the home country. They host the thing, so they have a place.
How did China end up in a group with Canada and the U.S.?
Oh, because they're hosting the tournament.
I know, but
hosting, yeah.
That's such a terrible idea. That's gonna...
But you know what? I honestly, every time... We need to be in a group with the U.S. You know why? Because the more we lose to the U.S., the more practice it is for beating them in the final. Because we know that's what it's going to come down to. In 2010, they lost to the U.S. in the round robin. And then
the golden goal happened.
They ended up winning. the golden goal. And I think they also lost in the round robin in 2014.
Yeah.
And then the U.S. didn't even get a medal at that.
Carey Price let in 3 goals in the entire tournament.
Love that, but, you know, the more we get used to seeing the United States in round robin play, the more likely it is we will.
You know why we lost the World Juniors? We lost the World Juniors because we weren't in a group with the U.S.
That's it.
That's why.
That's it.
That's why.
That's literally it. But we're not in a group with them this year, but fingers crossed. Because we weren't in a group with them at the U18s either. So
it's fine.
Hopefully it's okay this year. Hopefully. And then Group B, we have Russia. I think that's the Czech Republic, Switzerland, and Denmark in, which is like pretty okay group depending on like who Russia ends up sending.
Yeah.
Because I know they're having issues with that.
Yeah, with like the KHL and shit.
Yeah. And then Group C is Finland and Sweden. I think that's Slovakia.
Yes.
And then Latvia in that group. Yeah. And Finland and Sweden is really interesting because they always go at it.
Yeah.
They always go at it. And there might be a chance we see them just get out in the semis or something.
Oh, God.
Even the quarters.
Oh, this year's going to be a wild one with the Olympics.
Yeah. It's going to be...
Especially because we haven't...
all I know is I'm confident in Team Canada.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's going to be... But also because we haven't really had best on best since Sochi.
2014, yeah. Sochi.
So it's been such a long time that it's like...
Man.
Yeah. And then also the figure skating fan inside me is... looking forward to the hockey tournament being completely overshadowed by the figure skating drama.
I mean, yeah, probably. Canada's not going to win this year. I don't think.
No. We had the
They're not strong anymore.
We're strong. It's just other countries were like, we're tired of you guys constantly being the best. So here is Nathan Chan with like 5 quads and these 13-year-old Russians landing triple axels and quadruple jumps, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, R.I.P. the era of Scott and Tessa. They really went out on top.
We call it the golden era. It's like Tessa Scott in ice dance, Megan Hamill, Eric Radford in pairs, Caitlin Osmond in the women's event, and then Patrick Han in the men. And they would just dominate. And then Russia was just like, here's some little Russian girls that haven't hit puberty yet, just doing crazy shit, and yeah, burning out at 17.
Love that. Anyways, I guess a final thing to do is update on Women's World. We kind of touched on it before. Don't say anything yet. Don't say anything. I'm going to update on everything else that happened first, okay? So Poulin was out against the Americans. And then we moved on to Germany, beat them. Switzerland beat them. Switzerland actually surprised Russia.
Yeah, that
came back and
that was really surprising.
Yeah, that was really surprising.
They won it in overtime.
Yeah, but now we're in the gold medal game.
And we're down 2-0, and it's the second period, and I'm scared.
Oh, it's the second. Pack it up, y'all.
The second period started, I think, 5 minutes or so ago.
Pack it up. Unless we can pull out something like we did against Finland.
Please,
I don't even know how that happened.
Please, please pull
Nah.
Finland.
We can't wear these jerseys against the Americans, guys. And they're gonna win their 6th title, which ties Canada for the record. And Canada hasn't won since 2012.
Shut up.
That's a decade ago.
Shut up.
Carbadard was like 2.
No.
Okay, maybe he wasn't 2. He was like 5.
No. He was.
He's
born in 05. So he was 7.
No. Yeah.
He would have been 7.
He was like 7. He was very young.
I was even younger. I don't even remember that. So, like...
Man. Never again wear these team jerseys against the Americans. Because if we get traumatized by America again in the final, not this time, but at World Juniors, wearing these jerseys,
I will never recover.
I'll never recover. Like, I loved the team last year so much.
And then they were just like, nope.
Nope. No.
You know why? You know, I blame this on the extended Hockey Canada camp. Because if the camp wasn't extended, we wouldn't have gotten that much content, and I wouldn't have fallen that in love with them. And it wouldn't have been as painful. But
I blame me suddenly going down a rabbit hole of, oh, who's this Dylan Cozens guy? And why are him and Bo and Byron friends with Kirby? I should have just stopped. I should have stopped myself when I saw them get kicked out of practice. But no, I was just like, who's this Dylan Cozens guy? And like, why did him and Kirby get kicked out of practice together? Are they friends? Forward. A couple months later, here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
It's me. That's me with Wisconsin and North Dakota. Specifically North Dakota. I was like, I saw Pinto and Bernard Duck at the World Juniors, and I was like, oh, they're friends. Oh, they play on the same team. What is this? And then they lost in the 5th overtime of the regional finals at 2 a.m. Eastern on a school night, and I cried a lot.
And we also had Ari driving the Jamie train the whole time. And then me not really noticing him until after. Man. World Juniors was a time, guys. I can't wait until my blog is number 1 in all of their tags again during World Juniors time.
Fine.
World Juniors, man. It was a great time.
Great time until they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until after.
It was a great time until Alex Turcotte scored.
Turks, why'd you do that?
What was the point?
Why'd you do that on poor Devin Levi?
Why?
Man, I want to cry thinking about it. Like, I'm so traumatized. Still, like, 6 months later, not okay.
Oh, Canada scored!
Thank God. At least we'll lose 2-1. If we lose, at least we'll lose 2-1.
Oh! They scored on the power play. They actually scored on a power play. That's never happened.
Remember that time when Bo and Byron almost scored on the penalty kill, but then he hit the post?
We don't talk about that. We do not talk about that. There's a picture of that specific moment of just the puck, like millimeters away from the post, and like Bowen just like looking at it with this like expression on his face, and it
hurts. It hurts.
That picture haunts me.
Please don't hurt me again like that, Hockey Canada. Please, can we not do that about like a tournament that not that I don't care about women's hockey. It's that I haven't been keeping up like super in depth. But like with World Juniors, I know I'm gonna get attached because Cole Fetz will be there. I have to specify which Cole now. Fetz will be there. Caden will be there. Hopefully Jamie will be there. But all my faves will be there, like Connor and Shane and Owen. And hopefully, Kat. Unless he says screw you, Hockey Canada once again.
He won't. No, he's not allowed to do that. No.
Kent. Kent is probably going. Who else? Brandt, Otter, if they let him make the team, or no, Shane will force him onto the team.
Yeah.
Like, it will break my heart if I have to see these guys crying.
I don't think I'm ready to get attached.
Oh, I'm not ready.
Like, I'm not attached to half the team already, Ari. Like, half the projected team.
You know, we're gonna be so screwed. Like, we thought we were attached to last year's team. Like,
oh, I know.
Oh. This year I'm like, Cole Sillinger? Ari, we're looking at you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Resident Cole Sillinger's y'all. Oh, Cole, please don't see this.
don't look at this. No, he doesn't go on social media, remember? He doesn't go on social media.
Just knows who Charlie D'Amelio is without having a TikTok. Who knows? Anyways, that's the end of this episode. We have nothing else to talk about. Hopefully we'll do a Golden Trio deep dive. Who knows, depending on, like, if we have time with stuff coming up. We'll report on Prospect Camp. We'll talk about the end of the World's team. The World Championship basically coming to an end. And we'll give updates on anything else important that happens. That's it from us this week, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.